everybody. Welcome to Line of the Week number 121, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. This week's line is based on a chord progression found in the last 8 measures of Miles Davis's tune called 4. Here are the chords to the progression. The chords are G minor 7 to F sharp minor 7 to B 7 to F minor 7 to B flat 7 to G minor 7 to F sharp minor 7 to F minor 7 to B flat 7 to E flat major 7 to F minor 7 to B flat 7, resolving to E flat major 7. The chords I'm using this week are shell voicings and maybe a triad or two. I've posted the voicings and the fingerings in the sheet music. Here's how they sound in a comping situation. Here are the chord scales I use. I use the notes from the chord scales for two purposes. One for as a source for notes available for improvising, and also as a source for tensions on the chord forms I use for comping. The chord scales are B flat pentatonic to E major to F sharp melodic minor to E flat major to B melodic minor to B flat pentatonic to E major, to E flat major, to B melodic minor, to B flat pentatonic, to E flat major, to B melodic minor, resolving to B flat pentatonic. Here's the melodic rhythm I'm using this week. The motif is from Jerry Bergonzi's book, Volume 4, Melodic Rhythms, Used with Permission. Here's the line of the week with Guitar Pro backing track I use to make sure I'm getting the notes and the rhythm accurate. I'd like to say a few things about the line. In measure 1, you've got the original motif. In measure 2, you've got a fragment of the original motif, meaning the beginning part of the original motif. In measure 3, you've got a fragment of the original motif. In measure 4, you've got another fragment of the original motif. In measure 5, you've got the original motif again. In measure 6, you've got the original motif again. And then in measure 7, you've got a fragment of the original motif again. And then finally in measure 8, you could think of this as an extension of the 8th note fragment of the original motif, or you could just think of it as an 8th note sequence leading to the resolution in the 9th tension over E flat major 7 to end the line. With regard to resolving tension, the note C at the end of measure 1 resolves directly, meaning immediately, by half step to the note B at the beginning of the measure. Secondly, the note F in the middle of measure 5 resolves indirectly to the note E. The note E flat is in between F and note E, so we say that F resolves indirectly by half step to E. Third, the same indirect resolution by half step happens in measure 6. The E flat resolves indirectly by half step to E, with D flat as an intervening note. Also, you should know that you don't to play this in this style of music when you're trying to resolve tension. You don't have to resolve tension if it comes in a repeating pattern or at the end of a phrase. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.